It's stuck between two silk and two brands here.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christopher Winchell. I am the assistant principal here at John Glenn High School, and I welcome you this day for the John Glenn High School commencement ceremony. This commencement is being broadcast throughout the world by way of live video streaming. We have a few special announcements that we'd like to share with you. As this school year winds to an end, we still have some athletic teams that are participating in competitions. Tomorrow night at Marion High School, the varsity baseball team will compete for the Class 3A sectional title against Rochester. The first pitch will be at 6 p.m. Eastern. On Friday, the varsity boys golf team will continue their season as they compete for a sectional title. The South Bend sectional is at 8 a.m. Eastern. Finally, we have two seniors who will be seated before us today, who will be competing in the IHSAA State Track and Field Championship. Luke Runyon and Hunter Schumann will be competing in the 1,600-meter run and the shot put competitions, respectively, at Indiana University this coming Saturday. Congratulations and good luck to all of these individuals. I would also like to announce that after today's recessional, seniors will be located in the auxiliary gymnasium for you to meet with them. The auxiliary gym is located to the east of this room. And now, staying seated, would you please prepare yourself for the processional of the John Glenn High School class of 2014. Thank you, and again, welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mason Strigger, the president of the class of 2014, and on behalf of John Glenn High School and the members of the senior class, we welcome you to our annual commencement ceremony. We are privileged to have all of you in attendance today to honor and recognize the class of 2014. Before today's program begins, the class of 2014 requests that the audience remain seated throughout the ceremony until the graduates have completed the recessional. Finally, we ask that you silence all cell phones and electronic devices in order to preserve an atmosphere of honor and respect. Now, would you please stand and join us as the senior members of the combined choirs sing the national anthem.
Seniors, please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the people sharing the stage on this day. Mr. Richard Reese, Superintendent of John Glenn School Corporation. Mr. William Groves, President of the John Glenn School Board of Trustees. Mr. Kurt Pletcher, Vice President of the John Glenn School Board of Trustees. Mr. Robert Borlick, Secretary of the John Glenn School Board of Trustees. Would also like to introduce Mr. Dennis Holland, Mr. Jeffrey Johnson, Mr. Thomas McCormick, Mrs. Beth Schmeltz, John Glenn High School Guidance Counselor. Mrs. Sarah Rippey, John Glenn High School Guidance Counselor. Mrs. Patty Slough, John Glenn High School teacher and class sponsor. And Mr. Randy Smith, John Glenn High School teacher and class sponsor. To my left and scattered about this room are many teachers and staff members of John Glenn High School, and to the many of you who have traveled from near and far, we are especially glad that you are here this day. Welcome again. You will notice that several seniors are wearing gold and multicolored cords. These cords signify membership in the National Honor Society, and they also signify excellence in different programs in the school. Students are selected by faculty committee based on the cardinal principles of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. In addition, we have several students who have been awarded Indiana Academic Honors Diplomas. This year, the state of Indiana will award 47 academic honors diplomas to John Glenn students. To earn an academic honors diploma, students are required to take more classes and a more rigorous class load. We also have 2 students as members of this class who will be awarded a technical honors diploma by the state of Indiana. To earn this diploma, students must also work toward a professional internship or an industry-based work program. There are also many students in this class who have been awarded Indiana Core 40 diplomas. This year, the state will award 82 Core 40 diplomas to John Glenn students. Finally, I would like to identify the students in this senior class who have made the commitment to serve in the different branches of the United States military. Those of you who have made this commitment to protect our freedoms, please stand and be recognized. We congratulate the class of 2014 for placing an importance on hard work and dedication to their academic studies. Thank you, and once again, welcome.
perhaps, excuse me, perhaps I should sit down and we should have a repeat. That was incredible. Thank you. Congratulations, seniors, for all that you've done, your accomplishments, and your achievements. In a moment, you will move up here, of course. Your parents are sitting here and they're reflecting on the cradle. And then you're reflecting now on the finish line. Will you look relieved? The anxiety that's brought on by all kinds of schoolwork and the many tests that you've taken is over for now. The question, are you finished taking tests? Are you finished being tested? The answer, I'm sorry, you're not. In fact, for the underclassmen, your pals, your friends, summer school begins tomorrow morning bright and early, and the tests will happen. The first class, every day the classes are 4 hours long, so within a class there'll be one, there might even be 2 tests. So here's a verse for them, it could have been a verse for you in the past. Now I lay me down to rest. I pray I pass tomorrow's test. If I should die before I wake, that's one less test I've got to take. I didn't make that up. I did the mirror, mirror on the wall last year. I made that up, but not this one. Being serious here, a few years ago, a John Glenn student worked and worked and worked to pass one of the graduation tests, the ECA in English. It's an understatement to say that this was a hurdle. He said, "Mr. Mort, I've got to do this on my own." Over the years, there were many minutes of anxiety and bad news. And then in the spring of the senior year, and at the very last try, this guy passed. I kept telling him the hard work would pay off. He didn't buy it. And then the scores came back, and on try number 5, he had done it on his own. I don't give the test results, but that time I made sure. I scurried to find him. The elation and the pride displayed by him is a gift I'll have forever. The huge smile, and he was not a smiler, and the tears in his eyes when he said, "I did it on my own." What a wonderful outcome. One of those things that makes it onto your fingers as a list of very special things. What do we say as you're ready to leave? Strive. S-T-R-I-V-E. You say, "Mr. Morton, I've had far too many tests all these years. I've been striving all my life. I strive to play the roles I'm supposed to play. Son, daughter, grandchild, brother, sister, friend, girlfriend, boyfriend, employee, citizen," the list goes on. Sometimes I feel that the expectations of the world are far too great. I feel a heavy harness constructed by the voices, the forces, the influences surrounding me. And sometimes these influences are so diverse, they seem to gang up on me. And at moments I feel like I'm up against a brick wall. Yep. And you know what? You were created to work with the brick walls. You were created to work with the brick walls. Recently, one of the sophomores named Thad and his teacher, Mrs. Parent, made sure I got a copy of a quote that Thad had found. It's about brick walls. Listen to this. "The brick walls are there for a reason. The brick walls aren't there to keep you out. The brick walls are there to give you a chance to show how badly you want something. The brick walls are there to stop the people who don't want it badly enough. You see, it's about fighting for what you believe, fighting for what you want. You know what you want. It's fighting for your passions, the stuff that woke you up this morning, the stuff that stirs in your gut, the stuff that's on your mind from the minute you wake up. That stuff's real. Do something with it. So the word is strive. Strive to keep learning. Try to learn about the brick walls. Strive to give back a part of everything that you are and you have, because it's all on loan. It's not yours. Strive to make a difference. Strive to heal, to forgive. Strive to trust, something we struggle with. We used to trust until there's a reason not to trust. Strive to be kind. Strive to love, to make the trees shake. And strive to keep your little boat afloat, because the north winds are going to blow, and when they blow hard. And they're going to cause the waves to crash up against you, and there's nothing you can do except, as the captain, keep that boat afloat, and you are the captain. You say, Mr. Morton, it sounds like far too many tests. You're right. But you've been doing it all along. Nothing new. If you or I want to play an instrument, if you wanted to swing a golf club, you had to take it up. And then you had to strive to be the best player that your talent would allow. Tyler? If you wish to be a good friend, then you choose a person. And then you turn your efforts, we turn our efforts to making that person the object of our attention, our affirmation, our affection. It doesn't happen on its own. It'd be easier if it did. Would you like to be perfect? Would you like to answer every one of the questions? Would you like to have all of your shortcomings, your brick walls figured out? Would you like to always break a record in the race and always win? Would you like to always get 100%? You can't. I can't. So what do? Nothing to do but strive. When I run up against my shortcomings about every couple of minutes, there are some good, powerful scenes to revisit from an epic film called The Agony and the Ecstasy. It's an old one. The Agony and the Ecstasy is the story of Pope Julius II, and as he is commissioning Michelangelo to paint the Sistine Chapel. That's in the Vatican. The Pope and Michelangelo haggle, they fight over the design, over the price. And when they finally agree, Michelangelo comes in. He comes into the chapel, he sets up shop with all of his art equipment and the scaffolding. Now you got to realize you've got a very impatient Pope. Pope comes in day after day, week after week, month after month. He looks up, and he looks up to Michelangelo and he says, "When will you make an end of it?" And Michelangelo looks down, and he has a paintbrush between his lips, and he says, "When I am finished." And he just keeps on working. He keeps on drawing the lines. He keeps on working with the colors. He keeps on making the landscape look perfect. And that Pope keeps coming back, and he asks the same question. When are you going to be done with this? And more times than not, there's not an answer. And then occasionally Michelangelo will look down when I am finished. And at the end of the movie, when all of the energy has been expended by Michelangelo and the work is done, the Pope is now dying. He's brought in to see the magnificence. Nothing but music, nothing but the sheer beauty of the handiwork of the master artist is there. I wonder if you ever feel like that Pope. And you look up and you exclaim, when will I stop taking all these tests? When will I accomplish the test perfectly? When will I stop doubting? When will I throw the ball where I want it to go? When will I love effortlessly? And the list of questions goes on. When? And most of the time, seniors, the artist doesn't answer. Once in a while, though, in different shapes and sizes and in different words and from different people, when I am finished. If you haven't heard what I've said, hear this. Be assured, rest assured. If you've humbled yourself to the realization that you are in this with each other and with me, and you have felt the support and the love of all the people around you, and that you know in a little bit you do not walk out of this room alone, and you go, all of us together, hand in hand with a master creator artist, and together we will fill the cracks, seal the holes, sand the rough edges, and get the colors right. The masterpiece is right here. It's being created. It's under construction. And it's the masterpiece of the daughters and the sons of God. But to be honest, we messed that up. We forgot how sacred we are. And sometimes we think we're toys. And we have a deal to make sure that we safeguard the sacredness of what it is to be a human being. So it's hard sometimes to realize the progress that's been made. Your parents can see it, and they are so proud of you. And then the curtain will be revealed. It will be pulled back. The curtain will be revealed. And the masterpiece, the Sistine Chapel of your hearts and your lives will be revealed. And it is spectacular. So, strive. It's going to take all the strength that you have, that you can muster to be the person you were created to be, not the person I tell you to be, not the person anyone else tells you to be, because you already know who you're supposed to be. It's going to take let's say this, enormous energy to play the position you're equipped to play. So strive. And in a minute when you come up and get your diploma, I hope you feel not agony. I hope you feel the ecstasy. I hope you're so ecstatic that you can shut your eyes and you can imagine us going out to the field, taking the diploma, pretending it's a football, and sending it out of the stadium in ecstasy because you have done it on your own. So the tests are going to come your way. You'll get through them, I guarantee it, if you grab hands with someone you count on and someone you love, and you will pass all the tests. But know that the biggest test of all is the one that the processional signified today that you are ready for life. The test of life. It's bigger than any ECA. It's bigger than any AP test that you've ever had. It's the most important test of all, and I'm the man to stand here today to tell you you're ready. But you should never forget this. Written near your name at the top of your test, the test of life, the test above all tests, are two words, and I am so proud and honored to say them again to you this day. You pass. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I do promise you someday we will get this microphone system figured out. I can't figure it out. That's my job, my responsibility. We thought we had it. John Glenn High School is pleased to announce the class of 2014 salutatorian, Mr. Cole Matthew Jacobson. Cole Jacobson is the son of Todd and Teresa Jacobson. Cole is a member of the Spell Bowl, the academic decathlon team, the wrestling team, the football team, the track and field team, the League of Extraordinary Falcons, the National Honor Society, the Rhythm Express Show Choir. Cole's GPA after 7 high school semesters is 4.238. Cole plans to attend the University of Notre Dame to major in applied and computational mathematics and statistics. with a minor in actuarial science. It's my honor to introduce to you Cole Jacobson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here today. The class of 2014 has come a long way to get here and appreciates your encouragement and support. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the future, our futures, and our future relationships. For the past 17 or 18 years, we have had it pretty well. Yes, some of us have been dumbfounded by Mr. Droder's playing the devil's advocate. Some of us have cried ourselves to sleep after one of Mrs. Parker's tests. Many of us have labored through Mrs. Davis's massive review assignments the night before a big test, wishing eternal damnation on whoever put the first letter in a mathematical equation. However, the fact of the matter is that up to this point, the people who tell us what to do, those teachers that dare to give us weekend assignments, or who expect us to actually read the chapters they write on the board, all of them have wanted us to succeed. They have all cared about us, they all wish the best for us, and they have all, on some occasion, cut us some slack. They have made exceptions for us, extended deadlines, and they may have even been understanding when, after 4 years of diligence, hard work, and punctuality, some students use the last 3 weeks of school to make up for a senior year free of senioritis. As Mr. Morton explains every year, our education is our career, and our teachers are our bosses. I think that it is safe to say that so far, our bosses have been pretty lenient. Our coworkers have been fairly agreeable too. We spend all day, every day, with people that share many of our interests, many of our priorities, and that are oftentimes in the same situation in life as we are. We have spent the past 18 years having our needs catered to, our wants satisfied, and having life served to us on a silver platter. Today marks the end of the comfortable, easy lifestyle of childhood. We are about to be immersed completely in a new life, full of responsibilities, new experiences, independence, and those dreaded bills we hear our parents complaining about daily. Our bosses will judge us by our profitability, the numbers associated with our position, rather than the content of our character. Our coworkers will vary in age from painfully young to equally painfully old. The thought processes, values, and opinions of those around us will vary greatly as their hairstyles and fashion senses do in the halls we have walked for 4 years. We may be forced to do things that aren't desirable. You can say goodbye to picking partners for group projects. The days of picking and choosing the assignments worth doing are gone. The zap of the real world is not so trivial as the one some of us have become so familiar with. However, rather than letting these new, foreign thoughts trouble us, or worry us, or blow us off course, let us instead see this change, this all-out immersion, as an opportunity not only to survive, but to thrive. We have spent our entire lives readying ourselves for this. This day is the culmination of a lifetime of preparation. As we move outside of the magnificent and ever-entertaining towns of Walkerton and North Liberty, as we leave our families, friends, and comfort zones, let us seize our newfound freedoms, rise to the occasion, and show our parents, our peers, and the world that we can do whatever we set our minds to. We have all been told for years that the sky is the limit. I, for one, am ready to take flight. Congratulations and Godspeed, John Glenn, class of 2014.
The John Glenn High School class of 2014's valedictorian is awarded this year to Madeline Ann Cassis Sylvie. Madeline is the daughter of Hella and Michael Kuss. Throughout her high school career, Madeline has participated in the SAD Club, the Student Council, the Class Board, the National Honor Society, tutoring, the League of Extraordinary Falcons, FFA, Spanish Club, the Theater Company, Rhythm Express, Show Choir, Boys Golf Manager, track, cheerleading, girls golf, and the Falcon Fury, and I'm tired. After her 7th semester here at John Glenn High School, or after 7, Madeline's GPA is 4.264. Madeline plans to attend Indiana University to major in biology and business. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to present to you Madeline Sylvie.
I'm supposed to give a speech, but first, I'd just like to start out by thanking everyone here for coming out to support the John Glenn High School class of 2014 as we reach a milestone in our lives. Extending a special thank you to the entire John Glenn staff, students, and community for the past 4 years that made today possible. Most importantly, I would like to recognize the reason I am standing here before you with an Abraham Lincoln quote. All that I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. Thank you, Mommy. I love you. As we sit here today, we are faced with the daunting reality that ready or not, life is coming. With that reality comes the invigorating yet nerve-wracking anticipation of freedom, the freedom to choose where we go from here and how we are going to get there. And the freedom that up until this point in our lives, we've only seen and have yet to experience. It is finally beginning to sink in that this is our time to step into the light of life, guided by what we've learned so far and protected by the innocence of inexperience that affords us a grand margin for error as we plunge into the unknown. I have no doubt that this class will accept the challenge of life with enthusiasm, fortitude, and kindness in order to achieve success in whatever we endeavor, keeping in mind that the ultimate measure of meaning in the outcome of our successes is happiness. The dictionary definition of happiness is a mental or emotional state of well-being characterized by positive or pleasant emotions ranging from content to intense joy. No offense to dictionary.com, but I believe that happiness is more than just a feeling or state that passes in waves like hunger or exhaustion. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is an achievement. And we've reached the point in our lives where the choices we make to achieve our happiness have become completely and irrevocably ours. Our opportunities to choose from this point forward are vast and varying, whether it be continuing our education, entering the workforce, or serving in the armed forces. The pressure is on, and we have now reached the point where our adult lives begin. In the movies, this is the point where I talk about how we're leaving the safety net of high school and entering the quote-unquote real world. But I know we've had some real experiences already. Nothing can equate to the memories we've made here. Nothing can replace that feeling you get when you step out onto the field under the lights, live the weekends like a country song, or run out of lunch money and beg to charge just one more time. John Glenn is where most of it happened for the first time. The learning, the growing, the heartbreaks, and the laughs. We've grown together, and some of us will grow apart, but we will never forget where we came from as we move forward. In the series finale of One Tree Hill, Nathan Scott is looking back on his life and says, "It's the oldest story in the world. One day you're 17 and planning for someday, and then quietly, without you ever really noticing, someday is today, and this is your life." Well, this is our life, and we are ready to move forward and achieve our hopes and dreams. It's times like these that make me think that the word bittersweet was invented specifically for senior year. We have loved the past 18 years. We are sad to see them go. There is a curiously gracious beauty in the ability to let go of things or people we love in the hopes that they return. But there is an even more meaningful beauty in the ability to let go of a chapter in your life, knowing that moments do not come around twice. We must take this into consideration as we push forward into a new chapter. Wherever we choose to go from here, we will take the world by storm, embracing and appreciating every moment in memory, doing what makes us happy, and carrying in our hearts the fullness of the joys we've already had the pleasure of experiencing. Congratulations, class of 2014. We did it. Thank you.
It is now that moment when you move in your parents' mind from the cradle to the finish line of high school. Members of the class of 2014, will you please prepare yourselves for graduation? Superintendent Richard Reese, I present to you the membership of those meeting the requirements to graduate in the John Glenn High School class of 2014.
Mr. Morton, I've examined the high school records of the members of the John Glenn class of 2014, and I find that these students have completed the necessary local and state requirements for graduation from John Glenn High School. Mr. William Groves, President of the John Glenn School Corporation Board of Trustees, will award diplomas to the members of the class of 2014. I ask Mrs. Sarah Rippey and Mrs. Beth Smeltz, John Glenn High School guidance counselors, to call the class roll.
Would the junior class marshals, Ryan Kowicki and Natalie Shetler, take their positions for the purpose of moving these seniors to graduation?
Madeline Ann Cassis Sylvie. Cole Matthew Jacobson. Aaron Lene Patterson. Sarah Nicole Kaczynski. Erica Christine Morris. James Robert Fry. Raven Lee Miller. Jordan Danielle Morey. Mason Brock Stricker. Jacob Xavier Ayers. Dustin Michael Abiel. Jana Marie Almager. Sierra Corinne Auer. Courtney Bree Balber. Michael Richard Barney, Jr. Brianne Charlene Beanie. Daniel Thomas Bollinger. Alexis Nicole Bohr. Brett Michael Boyer. Diana Faith Corinne Brassel. Amanda Nicole Brown. Curran Douglas Burns. Anthony Cruz Carrasco. Kendra Brooke Clemens. James Edward Cooley. Brandon Lee Corbett. Catherine Faith Crump. Zachary Dakota Davis. Ashley Elizabeth Dombeck. Michael Demund Dombeck. Nicole Kimberlyn Dombeck. Christopher Kyle Easterday. Alyssa Marie Eldridge. Alexis Lene Ennis. Kaylin Aaliyah Fannin. Arthur Edward Farnsworth. Braden William Fort. Shelby Lee Fortlander. Nicole Kirsten Fulmer. Desiree Gianna Gaynor. Myra Carolina Garcia. Angelica Garcilazo. Daniel Ross Gardner. Tristan Dixon Garrett. Joshua Tyler Gast. Coley Edwin G. Justin Taylor Gierlowski. Sarah Elizabeth Green. Katie Lynn Groves. Carly Jo Hamilton. Lindsay Nicole Hanley. Nicole Erin Hatchett. Austin Thomas Hayes. Rachel Shea Herman. Taylor Ann Hines. Zachariah Frederick Holdeman. Adriana Marie Holland. Desiree K. Humphrey. Austin Lee Herford. Dakota Jean Irish. Macy Ann Jankowski. David Joseph Jaworski. Michael Warner Jaworski. Harrison Blaine Jessup. Isaac J. Keldson. Brooklyn Ann Kelly. Nathan Everett Kickbush. Jasmine Jane Kanar.
Shauna Morgan Ladega. Brianna Marie Lockhart. Robert LaVey Laux III. Joseph Allen Mahank. Joe Jonathan Mark. Ashley Suzanne Martin. Ryan Matthew Morrow. Hunter Lee Maynard. Amber Lynn McCullough. Coral Alexis Mendenhall. Will R. Merkis. Catherine Abigail Manerick. Jessica Renee Nemeth. William Henry Nichols. Drew Ross North. Asen William O'Connor. Donald Mark O'Connor. Rachel Ann Palfy. Tyler Kent Patterson. Landon Michael Pease. Gabrielle Marie Pecci. Tiffany Lee Pierce. Dino Michael Pisello. Caitlin Nicole Plenser. Brianna Alicia Pompey. Christian Michael Porter. Tyler Tyler James Prinkowski. Sean Morgan Prout. Austin Radcliffe. Christopher James Ramsby. Katrina May Ramsey. Emma Marie Reese. Mason Christopher Rhodes. Nicholas Anthony Rhodes. Randy Renee Rhodes. Skylar Paul Rice. Thomas George Radecki. Colton Chase Rudinsky. Lucas Michael Runyon. Claudia Saldana Guerrero. Alexander Wade Salyer. Aaron Hayes Scamahorn. Joseph Paul Schmalzried. Michael J. Schmeltz. Dylan Lee Schultz. Hunter Ryan Schumann. Kayla Jean Scribner. Justin Paul Seeley. Joshua Nathaniel Shank. Hunter Dean Sims. Jacob Stephen Sleek. Kenneth James Smith. Justin Lawrence Stambaugh. Niles Albert Stickler III. Christopher M. Stockberger. Brittany Page Stull. Brianna Lynn Van Hall. Dylan J. Van Huss. Destiny Annette Vickers. Kaylee LaRae Walbert Henry. Jessica Ray Worsler. Miranda Nicole Weldy. Michael Alexander Wenger. Austin J. Whitaker. Philip Carl Wigand. Samantha Lynn Winters. Sarah Elizabeth Wolf. Julia Elizabeth Zahner.
Will the graduating seniors please stand? Members of the John Glenn class of 2014, I declare you graduate of John Glenn High School. Congratulations.
It is my duty and honor as president of the class of 2014 to announce that we are now graduates of John Glenn High School. Will you please take your tassel with your right hand and move it to the left with me? This will signify our graduation from high school. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to thank everyone for being here this day to support and honor the graduating class of 2014. Please remain seated until the recessional is complete. Congratulations, senior, and thank you.